Okay, it should be up. Okay,
Oh
stream's back
yeah,
up.
it's back up. Oh my
Oh.
dude. Wait, okay, wait, I think it's uploading. Yeah, we're live now.
It's up, okay.
Oh, wow,
Internet
dude.
stream errors. So what were we talking about before?
We were talking about... I can't even scroll up in chat anymore. Oh my.
Okay, wait. Oh no, like, we can't scroll up in chat.
Oh, rip. It's gone, guys.
What happened?
The
Stream kinda died. Yeah.
Oh.
Rip.
We were
just
talking
getting...
about something, but we can't remember.
Oh, we're talking about how caves are gonna work. And
Oh,
like,
yeah, caves. And
yeah, how the mobs are gonna get harder to defeat as you go down.
So I don't know how long the stream was down for, but basically we were saying that as you get better in the game, you know, you can always go back to the other monsters and then kill them more easily, which could be a problem, but if you want to craft, like, better weapons, you might need more of their materials. So it's all going to level out based on the time it takes to get weapons and stuff.
I see.
So, like, for a sword with 10 attack, you might only need 5 leather from cows, and you can kill 1 cow every 5 minutes. But then, when you want to get a better weapon with like 50 attack, you might have to kill like 50 cows, but you can kill 1 cow every 1 minute instead of 5 minutes. So it just all levels out.
One thing I always see it being annoying though is people stealing those kills.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's gonna be, oh god, I can already think about it.
What I want though is, I'm just hoping that there's like, maybe like an anarchy server or something.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Or you know, server where there are like designated PvP zones and not PvP zones, similar to World of Warcraft, where you
Or
can
like RuneScape.
that would do things. And that would be really cool. So you can go into like PvP zones with different clans and areas.
Yeah.
Sort of like, you know, a main server that you can play on, and it's gonna be up for the entirety of the game.
Oh yeah, that'd be
has,
amazing.
You know, something worked out like that, like a main
Like
server.
Oh yeah, like I think there's gonna be like official servers, modded, and like community servers. Modded as in like the normal game, but it's modified. So let's say that there's gonna be different types of mobs, and you can do that through the model maker, right? So you can design your own mob, add it in the game. So let's say you want to make like, you know how there's zombies in Black Ops. Let's say instead of zombies, you would have Quebecs. So it would just be a Quebec mode where you can just kill Quebecs instead of zombies. So that's how you can like modify the game. And like for community, I think it'll be like servers made by the community which get put on there. If you know what I mean.
That would be really cool. What also would be really cool is that if PvP can be modified so much to that where you have to have a hotkey pad to be able to do it. Like, really insanely advanced PvP where you have to do like, where you have to control 2 different arms at once.
Oh, that would be
block with one arm, swing with another arm. So it's like really advanced PvP, where basically you're just spamming keys at that point.
Like would you say League, where you have to like time your attack, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be insane. If they have a PvP like that, I think it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be like competitive, and like as it wins, maybe that's how they would like implement esports into it. Because they said that Hytale was built for like competitive play, right? So that could be possible, you know?
Now, what would make me drop $60 into this game is the addition of VR support. I think VR support in this game would be amazing, especially being able to control 2 hands at once. And maybe when you're crafting, instead of like using the crafting menu, you have a backpack on your back. You could pull the backpack off of your back, put it on the ground, and take individual items out, and then you have to put the items onto the crafting bench. All by yourself.
That'd be awesome.
Make an item.
That'd be amazing.
So like, you'd have to manually take items out of your inventory.
You know when you're crafting let's say you're crafting like a sword, would you just need to like get the materials for it to like craft it?
Yeah.
Because I saw within the crafting bench, like you don't really need to, you just need the material. Like also with forging, like on sword, I make it stronger, you know.
Right. Do you think there's going to be like different workbenches? So like for example in Terraria, there's like 10 different workbenches you have to craft everything. And in Minecraft, you only have the furnace and the crafting table.
Yeah.
So this says workbench. It says you can craft a range of melee and ranged weaponry. So that probably means that there's going to be one for materials and then one for like a forge. So there's going to be different types of workbenches that you have to have. And then it also says knowledge of new weapon categories and weapons themselves can be found scattered throughout the world. So this kind of also gives us a hint at maybe how spells will be discovered, and you know, maybe you can unlock different weapon types.
Maybe instead of like different workbenches, maybe the single workbench doesn't work that way, and yourself, as you gain more knowledge, the workbench is more easy for you to use. Like you learn more complex things as you go throughout the world, so maybe it doesn't use different workbenches, but you yourself just learn to use it better, if you know what I mean.
Well, I think there is different workbenches, because over here it does say weapon bench, so I think maybe it's like this is the weapon bench, but then there's going to be a block bench.
Oh no, but no, what I meant was like not like within the bench itself, like that weapon bench can like evolve.
Oh yeah,
right,
for sure.
Yeah.
And next up is the logo of Hytale. So I really like the design of the Hytale logo.
Same.
But what's really cool about it is that we have over here, there are different things actually within the Hytale logo itself. For example, we have a dragon over here. This seems to be some sort of sun or staff. And over here we have a person.
You think that could be Gaia?
Might be, actually.
Mikey Kane says, what impact do you think the Quebecs will have, and would you side with them? That's actually a good question. Honestly, one thing that I can probably tell you about the Quebecs is that they would probably roll in a pack. They would probably have some sort of like tribal call, to call all the other Quebecs. Maybe like a whistle or something. And let's say someone like tries to come to the village, they do their tribal call, they call the Quebecs, and then like they're kind of done for at that point.
What about being able to play as a Quebec?
Oh, maybe you can have the ability to like morph into a Quebec.
Because that would be really cool to be able to actually play as a Quebec.
Oh yeah, maybe there's different storylines for like whatever like thing you choose to play as. Let's say you want to play as a Torque, there's gonna be a different storyline for that. You never know though. The game isn't out yet, so there's still a lot of that. Wait, what's that you're searching up?
It's a picture of Gaia.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Mom wants to join on the Hytale.
So I can see similarity between the two, although this person could be anyone. Do you think they're going to add something new into this, like the left bottom corner of the logo?
I could see that
Mm.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
they'll switch it. Probably not though, because once they add something to that bottom left corner, every single time you buy merch, it's going to change.
Yeah. Do you think that what was I gonna say? Oh my god. All the other planets, right? You know how like Orbis, the planet Orbis has the god Gaia,
Mm-hmm.
and then the planet Nexus has
No. This thing is just a drawing of a titan from Greek mythology. So I don't really know. I don't have anything written down to talk about. But if you have any ideas,
the stream keeps lagging.
what is the stream? Keep lagging again.
I think we're good. I think we're good now.
Oh,
It's resuming,
okay.
yeah. Is it good?
Yep.
Come on. Alright. Some technical difficulties. Yeah. That happens pretty often. It's all good. It's all good. We're back. We're back, boys.
So chat, if you have any ideas as to like what we should talk about. Why is the stream coming out? Probably my internet.
There's a potato with wires coming out of it.
Yeah, my router is run off a potato, so it overheats, turns into French fries sometimes.
I think we're Gucci now. Oh yeah. Wow,
Do you
dude,
guys have any topics that we can currently talk about?
Let's see. Do you think they're gonna be quests in Hytale?
Quests?
Definitely.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like maybe once you know how there's gonna be NPCs. Let's say you go to an NPC, they give you a quest. Is it gonna be like that for every character you see?
Like do you mean like will every NPC give a quest or?
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
how it
yeah,
always
like that.
goes?
Like will every NPC give you a quest? Because let's say you go to like a Quebex village, maybe you have to help the Quebex out, you know? So
Yeah.
you like maybe help them build a wall around their villages thing. I have no idea, dude. Like there's
Well,
so
I mean,
much.
How are you going to throw together $5 billion to build a wall in the Quebec village?
I don't know, because I saw a screenshot, right? There was like this, like I don't know how it looked like. Let me find it and I'll show you, because it's really hard to explain, but let me quickly find it.
There's one thing I want to talk about that somebody said, and there was the bosses. And one thing I want to say about the bosses is, well, from past experiences, I want the bosses to be kind of obviously not exactly, but if you think about it, kind of like Dark Souls, you know how like their boss system works, huge health bar, hard fight. Because this game is, reminiscence of like RuneScape or like a bunch of RPGs mixed together. So I can see like a lot of the boss fights getting experience from that, no modifications on it.
Yeah, I want a Dark Souls-like boss experience because I find some games too easy or like just not too involved. Because since you're going from a first-person view, I think boss fights would be really cool in the way that you have to block and then attack. Maybe you'll have stamina in Hytale. I don't think so, but I would really like involved boss fights or involved or like really hard boss fights where you have to learn the moves of the boss, how to evade them.
Yeah, do you think there's... Oh, go ahead.
Maybe bosses where you have to have multiple people and certain formations.
I was about to say that.
I'm gonna switch to the paint window over here. Let's suppose you have the boss, okay, and the boss is over here. The boss is very sad. You're gonna have to have your tanks over here, your healers over here, your ranged unit over here, and then maybe your mage over here. And the bosses would be so difficult, just for some bosses though, like late game bosses, that you actually have to keep up this formation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, constant formation you have to keep up with.
And that would be really cool, because something like that, where it gets to that level of difficulty, like, you know, raids or raids or boss fight battles in SAO, which is a show. They have all these boss battles, and it's like pretty intense, and you actually have to have different formations.
We're going to get ice cream.
Oh, we're going to get ice cream.
Oh, mom. Perfect.
That was not my mom, but
Dang it.
but we're going to I'm gonna wrap this up.
Perfect time to talk about.
So, you know, bosses, hopefully they're hard.
Oh yeah, that would be exciting.
This is going to be probably a bi-weekly podcast. Maybe, you know, more often as the game actually comes out. And thank you for tuning in. Also,
Bye.